Hi there, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to do a quick lesson on using Stampin' Up's new edge punches. So this punch here, the scalloped with the holes punched out, is available in the Celebration Mini Catalog starting January 5th. With every $65 order, if you're Canadian, you could get this free. There's lots of different products, this is one of them. And then in the mini catalog there's this punch, which is the corner punch to go with it. The way these work is you're just going to push that to unlock your punch. So the reason they have that lock is for easy storage. So you can just stack them on top of each other. I'm going to open that up. Now, this is the non-mathematical way of figuring out your corners. I will also show you a mathematical way on another day. If I want my finished stamped image to be on a piece of cardstock approximately this size, I've cut my cardstock and I've cut approximately what I want my mat to be. It's not going to end up being perfect at this size, but I'll show you how you can just eyeball it to get a rough dimension without having to do the math and using these punches, and on another day I'll show you the math because I'm a math geek and I figured that out too. So I'm going to take the punch, I'm going to start with my corner and I'm just going to feed that into my punch, making sure that it, so you can see on the back that it's lined up at that 90 degrees, the right angle. Give it a little punch, and I've got my edge. From the edge in to this edge here, where the punch is done, is actually 1 inch, and 1/8 of an inch is taken off in scrap on these punches. I'm then going to take the straight edge punch, and I'm actually going to line up the scallop that's beside the, so you can see here the, if I wanted to line it up 3 by 3, I could do that if you want to see it that way actually. So I'm going to line up the edge. So I've done that, and I'm going to go again, and I'm going to go right off the page. So I've gone right off the page, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my corner punch, and now I'm going to line that up so my edge goes right directly on the corner. And now you can see here that's really close to the edge. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to go in 1 punch. And if I wasn't happy with how much I'm cutting off, I would just cut a new piece because I'm losing that 1/4 of an inch, but I'm okay with it for the card I'm making. So I punch that, and then I'm just going to go across with my straight edge again. Oops. Sorry, I'm going to now trim this. I forgot that step. Trim it so I have 1/8 of an inch left. So this straight edge here is going to measure at 1/8 of an inch. So I'll cut that off. And now, when I put my punch in, oops, I need to do a smidge more. See, it's kind of finicky when you don't measure, but it's also, if you're not a math person, it's also really easy and quick once you get going at it. So I'm just going to line that up again. I'm going to go all the way down my cardstock. And again, just like I did, I'm going to go off the edge until I get my corner. There you go. And here we go. Perfect. And I'll just show you that corner one more time. It pays to get your pieces out. It's getting stuck because the little half-inch or the half circle is turning upside down on me. It's not the punch, it's me. And then now again in here I'm going to line that up where I'm happy. And this one just so happens to line up so nicely. So you can see my corner there, and I'd continue around my cardstock to get this border. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so really quickly, this card is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 in Old Olive. I just used the snowflake from, not sure what's that, just in Old Olive, and I actually stamped off so it wasn't quite so intense. I've just made a little strip here, a 2-inch strip of real red, stamped my Season's Greetings from the 4 Holiday stamp set, and then just a little bit of paper piercing along the edge. And then you'll notice that my edges are just kind of frayed here. I wanted to add a little bit extra texture, so I just took my nail, or you can use the distressing tool, and just kind of worked that paper. And then you can see my more mustard layer that we worked on and showed you on the punch. So I'm going to put that on. And then all I did is the layer that I had cut, the very vanilla, I just took an inside measurement here, and I basically had to take 1/4 of an inch off each of the sides, which didn't affect the image. And what I've done is I've just stamped the tree trimming stamp set, real red, more mustard, and then I did one in Old Olive that's popped up. I took the middle of the brad out of one of the fire brads, so I just took the gem out by opening up the back, so you can see here, and popping out the gem, and just use a little dab of Crystal Effects. And then I used my shimmer mist that I've made here. So I just did the champagne. So it's a half a teaspoon of champagne shimmer mist, which is available until January 4th. And then 50 mils of rubbing alcohol. Sprayed it on here, and I've got myself just a cute, quick, shiny Christmas card. So I hope you liked the border there, and I will show you the mathematical way of doing that in a few days. Have a great day.